Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. I am currently in Miami, Florida. Spoke today at Web3 Summit, Women's Web3 Summit. And guys, big news as there have been several interviews now with Sam Bankman-Fried. I know everybody's wanting to get my opinion. He had agreed to do a Twitter Spaces with me. I'm going to give him basically 24 hours. We're going to set one up for tomorrow. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. The fact is if Sam does not show up to my Twitter Spaces, the reason is because he knows I have him crushed on evidence. If he does not show up, we're actually going to we're going to do an evidence dump tomorrow. So we're going to put it on YouTube. I don't know what time. We're going to do an evidence dump, maybe 8 o'clock. I'm not sure if he doesn't show up. If he shows up, we'll do the Twitter Spaces, and we'll hold on to a little bit of the evidence, you know? So it became very obvious in these interviews. Yesterday we had the New York Times deal books, which I've officially said the New York Times is dead. Mainstream media is dead. Watch out, Ryan. Okay, kill. That's right, I just saved my security. So the point here is this, is that was a fluff piece, interview, softball questions. Andrew Ross Sorkin, we know he's dirty as they come when it comes to journalists. Very, very, very bad guy. And in addition, how about at the end they all clap like the freaking Hunger Games? Like, DZ said that this morning. They clap like the freaking clap. Thank you, SBF. Then he goes on to Good Morning America this morning. Just, if you're brain dead, then watch Good Morning America. There you go. If you're brain dead, it's a great thing to watch. Then today he did the Twitter Spaces with Mario. Rand, I gave a shout out to Rand. You guys know Rand from Crypto Manor. He's said some things about me recently, but look, I don't hold anything against him. I think he doesn't know what I know when it comes to Kevin O'Leary. And a lot of people have been saying, like, Rand's talking smack about you. Look, me and Rand are friends. So no, he didn't. And he actually gave me credit for some of the questions that he asked. So thank you to Rand for that. He did a good job. CoffeeZilla, he came in freaking roasting. What's up, man? Oh yeah, we're making a video. Making a video right now.
What's going on? Shiba King here. How you guys
doing? God, Shiba King. Oh no, we got somebody showing a coin.
Not the token. I mean, I
not
love
the
token.
He loves it.
I've had the account forever.
Oh, he's the Shiba King.
I am the Shiba King. On
oh
Twitter.
My gosh. So, wow.
I saw you at the event. I was watching you speak. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great.
Good to finally meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
How you guys doing? What's going on,
good.
everybody?
We're
Live
talking.
from Art Basel.
Yeah. Well, we're not live. It's pre-recorded video. Okay. It's a YouTube technicality. Yeah. So I'm going to finish talking about Sam Bankman-Fried here on this.
How you doing, man?
So basically, what we've seen here is that he went on his Twitter Spaces. Rand did a good job. CoffeeZilla did a good job. Kim.com did a good job. Chat asked a bunch of questions he couldn't answer. And this is what you figure out. What you figure out is, it's amazing, isn't it? That this guy has gone from having all the answers, knowing everything, telling people in Washington, D.C. what they should do with crypto regulation, to being a total imbecile that cannot even make a sentence. How does that make any sense? Question after question after question, he said, oh, I'm not 100% sure. They kept asking about commingling the Alameda and the FTX funds. And you know what he said? Well, actually, I don't even know about that. I don't even know how that happened. You can literally hear clicking. Somebody's typing on a computer right in front of him as this Twitter Spaces is going on. His mom and his dad have freaking cue cards for him. That's very obvious. Joe Bankman and Barbara Fried, they're the two main players behind this. I got more evidence of that today. I can discuss at a later time. By the way, I got massive story, by the way, which I don't want to dox this project, and I'm not going to dox this project. All I will tell you is it is a top 100 project. I think it's a good project. I don't think it's not Shiba, okay? The people behind this project messaged me. I talked to him today, and they said Sam literally cost them 8 figures. Why? Because the day he tweeted out everything was fine and they were not insolvent at FTX, this project was getting ready to put funds onto FTX. They saw Sam's tweet, trusted Sam's tweet when he said they were fine. And the guy said, oh, well, I just thought it was FUD. I thought it was FUD, and he dispelled it. It was over. They put 8 figures onto FTX and got rugged. There are real repercussions from Sam's idiocy. And what the repercussions of his actions and what he does, it's more than just a guy lost $100 on FTX. Certainly a lot of those people exist. But it's wide, it's far-reaching, and he's got to be held accountable. And now this garbage that, oh, I don't know where all the money went. Shut the up, Sam. Nobody wants to hear that. He did get asked about Dan Friedberg. That was a great question, by the way, on the Twitter Spaces. And he said, well, actually, I don't even talk to people that work at FTX. Now, let me tell you what's going on here. Some of you guys may not understand what is happening, and I do. Some of you may have caught on to this. What Sam is doing with all of this talk around Alameda and all this talk around Alameda and FTX and the commingling of funds, what they're trying to do is they're trying to paint a picture that it was not theft, it was not fraud. And if there was any wrongdoing, it was on the Alameda side, okay? He has been throwing Caroline and Sam Trabucco under the freaking bus. Meanwhile, his parents are going to get off scot-free probably. They're the architects of this, they're the puppet masters. Dan Friedberg is the architect. But the fact is that on one hand, he's trying to throw these other people under the bus so they don't get in trouble. On the other hand, they're trying to shift this from a criminal fraud case to a mismanagement of funds. Because if Alameda and FTX are partners, then this makes it a little bit different. Because what they're trying to do is paint Alameda as a client of FTX, which then gives them the ability to be able to move the funds. And so that's what you're seeing here. And that's what we got to prevent. Guys, Sam, he's certainly a loser, but he's not as dumb as he's making himself out to be. I still believe that I do know more about what happened at FTX than he did. I do believe that. I believe I know more about what happened at FTX and Alameda than he does. However, the level of idiot that he's playing here is totally false. It's totally false. He knows more than he's telling you that he knows. So we're gonna set up a Twitter Spaces tomorrow. I dropped a couple screenshots showing that he agreed to come. If he doesn't show up, we're gonna do a gigantic evidence dump. Guys, nobody has the evidence but me. Me and Hussein, we got all the evidence, right? And because of that, nobody else can drop what we're gonna drop. That's why people follow us on this. Look, certainly support other people that are tracking this down, the people that went to the Bahamas, people who are trying to push this narrative, people that are trying to push Sam. But we're the only people that actually have the evidence in our hands. So they asked him about counterfeiting coins. He said, I'm not aware of that mechanism, but maybe. That's basically what he said. So the fact is we're going to drop some of this evidence tomorrow, and we'll see if he doesn't show up. If he shows up, then we might hold it a little bit longer. But what we are going to be doing, I talked about this on Twitter, is if Sam is not arrested by Christmas, this is the new date. If Sam is not arrested by Christmas, I'm going to be organizing a protest of FTX users who lost funds. We actually have some funding, so if you lost funds, I think we have some funding. I have a meeting tomorrow about it. If you lost funds in the FTX debacle, some of you will be able to, hopefully we'll be able to pay some people's way. Other people, if you have the means to go, it's not an expensive trip, right? It's like probably $1,000 total for you to go down to the Bahamas. It's a flight and a hotel, whatever. I don't know, maybe it's more, maybe it's $2,000, but whatever it is, it's not $1 zillion, it's not six figures, it's not $20,000 or $10,000. So if you can afford your own way, we'd love for you to come down and pay for your own way. We're gonna be creating a fund to be able to help some people go down there that were really passionate and want to protest. We're gonna go down there, we're gonna protest at Albany, Old Fort Bay, a lot of the, maybe Deltec Bank, a lot of the real estate properties that they own. That's a whole other thing of what you learned about on this channel. Some of those documents about how much they own in FTX property holdings and also in Alameda property holdings. We didn't know what they own there yet. Still trying to sort that out. So we're gonna go down there, and we've been told that if we as a group go down there and put enough pressure on the Bahamian government, that they will arrest Sam. So that is the goal. That's what we want. Someone's got to be freaking held accountable. It's not going to do much if Sam goes to jail in the Bahamas, but you know what it is going to do? It's going to start putting pressure on the U.S. to do something. DOJ, do the investigation. Come get your boy before I have to go get him. All right, that's all I got. Be blessed. Go out.